Abusan for me church will be an amsan will be a quaba. Kaiba became say the abusan for me, person make us a baby. Jibre, you put in saying, I mean, my dream is soon also on who you. Koba a barber to us. I am Cassati via the update and you training news from Kwan edition viewers near for message so subscribe to my channel, but like it now do I interest so a good comment section. Come.
The level of our hypocrisy, Jones and Makwata in Maryland.
And as of we are going to Bombay.
Yes.
When you say Nkomoya Yedi, last week na Minyanti, Maminka Mibi. When the Electoral Commission held a public event and invited those who had been lying about the voter register and exposed their lies, the matter died. Etoda Nkomoya Buonu Mama for Kamana Traso.
You are perfectly right.
The Kamana Traso exaggerated.
You are perfectly, and you know, Obieke Yiki, you will be Yiki Nifi, or the movie there was Omanamo. You see, Marka Mr. When criminals parade as men of God,
Masquerade.
I won't say masquerade. When they parade themselves as men of God, praying for a sinner, guess what will happen?
It's 2005. Omo publishing on Ghana Web, November 3. When I predicted what is happening today.
Really?
I predicted it. What we are dealing with is partly legacy problem. Legacy problem of years of impunity. In Fiadudwa, Yadimra, Yatuto Mrase, Yamfamra Yajuma. Poor regulatory framework. Law enforcement deficits with the open connivance of state authorized persons. Now, in the heart of this, at the heart of this, the absence of a public interest media.
What do you mean by public interest media?
What the before you the assembly so say assembly say I can net you be so akaneda.
But I'm sure says about a illegal man in the Colląpse, we can give credit to Erastus Asari Donko. So yet me can say the media has not. Because Mimi Yebi,
yes,
Benadavle Yebi,
yes,
others are Yebi,
yes.
But say Opesa Kanipakro or this scene the book Edia Ye Juma Quetria, Erastus Nae, in the media Naibi.
I answered the many Allotey can one say politicians etc. Ubenya outliers, Ubenya Bakumienu, yeta sustained interest and build up coming.
I'll give it to Erastus.
Yes, and I'm making
because Obekaya Anas Suyebipa. I'm not taking it away from a friend Erastus. Yeah.
Who can say Anas? The first your friend say it was related to mining.
Yeah.
And so I don't make now saying a so and coming the key and the man from person the verdict of the people. Ghana for your friend be congenial hypocrisy. Now what are we talking about today? We are pretending that we are angry at something. We are angry about the symptoms and not the causal issues. Symptoms we say in Swenya say. Symptoms we say so be a demonstration ya channel. Again this had number. I don't know can once. And person kumonoko. Kwame Dedikan. The ownership of minerals and the legal regime. Article 257 I will say Sapuna Kuhu a form of good year I was as you say pa Chamajana or minor dia. That is the origin of our problem. Do you know where that law came from? It came from the failed attempt by the British who were illegally here in the first place to appropriate our lands because they found minerals in them. And then through the effort of the Aborigines Right Protection Society, any abrofo no more better concessions were combining to work. No mu fani ya no, omo di ba ye say enye say mo mayam fa mo sa se dia. Una ko hu e from good one ma. This all man no to me and sana one kwakutu. Then in 1962 we inserted it in our constitution that una konya e from good e babia e yo my mumu dia. So you deny the people ownership. And then you go and exploit it at their expense. And the first thing we need to look at is changing the legal regime. Article 2576, a entrench, as I say, changing Minerals and Mining Act 2006 Act 70203, no, as I say, changing Section 1, as I say, changing all. Now, a month for no, I want to massage so, and yet, or no assassin, one can say a common from a good entity, oh, man, you yourself in cry, not yet by force a quackofa. Now, we deny them their sources of livelihood. Yes, I could too. At the Bonini, probably 2006, and a Tibrebe, Omokoya experiment who say, Banchi, and by the Mubia hormone, over test, there was high acidic presence. 2006, and then Nassau was a crapo. Obasanka, I see them. Obasanka, I see them. It is a high presence of cyanide. Obasanka had the no, a cyanide. And the young no. Now if I can't send me, in this matter of illegal mining, nobody is entirely blamable, nobody is entirely blameless.
Meaning?
Then now you're taking responsibility. Chairman General, when the president invoked,
But anything they see it to Abama Abain. Organized labor see a cross strike.
Organized labor is getting it wrong, and I'll prove it to them. Their workers are part of the workers working in those areas.
Meaning what?
What is that? What organized labor? No, minerals and mining workers union.
Workers union.
You don't know?
Yeah, they do.
Now, how have they responded to this matter? Kwame, when Mr. President said he was putting his presidency on the line, I don't know what he meant, but this is how I understood it. The president, in Article 57(1), there shall be a president of the Republic of Ghana, who shall be the head of state and head of government and commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. To understand who the president is and the presidency, Kwame, you have to go to Article 63 and go to Clause 3. A person shall not be elected president of Ghana unless at the presidential election the number of votes cast in his favor is more than 50% of the total number of valid votes cast at the election. This is what the president, I understood him to mean the presidency. He was invoking the power of the people. How did we respond? If Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has failed, I don't think he has failed. I don't think he has failed. The communication is not coming out well. But if he has failed, it is Ghana. But yes, and so he will take the ultimate responsibility. But it doesn't give us or warrant us to run away from our own responsibility in the matter. I've had the privilege of being involved in this thing. Welcome. Center for Public Interest Law.